Hey guys, Lookfuck here and welcome back to some more Team of the Week predictions. Today guys, we're taking a look at the potential informs that we could be getting for Team of the Week 13, and there have been some very good performances across the weekend, and I think we could have a pretty decent Team of the Week lined up. Of course, as always, we're going to start off from Friday's games, then work our way into Saturday, and obviously finishing off with the games from Sunday. So we're kicking off with the games from Friday. There's actually quite a few informs. I've got 4 informs that I reckon we could potentially see from Friday's games. We'll start off big with Memphis Depay of Lyon. He was able to get 2 goals and 1 assist in a 4-0 away win for Lyon. I believe they were playing Brest away. So a very good performance in the end for Lyon. Depay played that game as a centre forward just behind Dembele, I believe. It'd actually be his first inform as well of FIFA 20. So I actually thought he already had an inform, but maybe it was another special card that he already had. But he will go to an 86 rated from an 84, and he would be pretty good. I've just finished Silver 1 as well in FUT Champions. I don't know if I'm going to go towards Gold 3 or not, but if I could get this guy in rewards, happy days. So yeah, I think Depay could be an inform we might see. The next one isn't great, unfortunately. Lamkelzee, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. He plays for Antwerp in the Pro League in Belgium. He scored 2 goals in a 4-0 away win. He is based as a right midfielder, and he's 72 rated as a base right midfielder, so he got up to a 79 rated gold inform, and he played the game as a left winger, so obviously he would be position changed, and I think he's got a chance again in there because obviously EA, always throw in low rated cards, and the fact that as an attacker he scored 2 goals in a very good 4-0 away performance for Antwerp, I think there's a chance that he could get in there. And then the next one is going to be from the Serie B with Benevento. It's going to be Viola. He actually got a hat-trick in their 5-0 win, 1 from the penalty spot and 2 goals from open play. Great result for Benevento, who are top and I think are undefeated as well in the Serie B still. So a very good win for them, and Viola, obviously, for the position that he was playing in the pitch, to go and get 3 goals is pretty impressive from a central midfielder, so I think an inform deserves to be coming his way. I think it'd be really harsh if he don't give him an inform on that, and he wouldn't even be the worst looking card. It's just a shame that obviously Benevento don't play in the Serie A. And then the final player from Friday's game is going to be Vinicius. Now, I actually put this guy in last week's prediction because he had a fantastic performance last week, but he's done it again on Friday. Benfica won 4-1 away, and he got 2 goals and 1 assist in that game. He's doing very well. Obviously, they had João Felix in the past couple of years, who's been an amazing player for them, and Carlos Vinicius looks to be another fantastic academy player that's just, well, I don't know if he's academy or so, but a very young, talented player that's coming through the ranks at Benfica and is doing really well for the first team. So I've just literally copy and pasted the inform that I reckon he could have got from last week and put it into this week. After 2 very good weeks, in a row for Benfica, I think he deserves an inform now, like just for levels of consistency. And again, I think it'd be really harsh if you don't give him an inform. So 2 goals and 1 assist from him, going from a 72 rated to a 79. But that's going to finish up Friday's games. Let's now move on into the games from Saturday. Okay guys, moving along into the games from Saturday, we'll start off with the early kickoff in the Premier League between Everton and Chelsea. Duncan Ferguson's first match in charge, of course, since Marco Silva got sacked a few days ago, and they were able to win by 3-1. CALVERT-LEWIN got 2 goals in that game. I think both of his goals were in the second half. Chelsea weren't very good. Everton played okay, but they weren't fantastic at the same time. But CALVERT-LEWIN doing a really, really good job by getting himself a brace in that game. And I think because of how bad they've been recently, I think, for the fact that first game under an intern manager and they've gone and beat Chelsea, who have been, up until the past couple of weeks or so, have been a very, very good team. So I think overall an inform would be deserved for CALVERT-LEWIN. Then moving along to their rivals, Liverpool, very good win for us yesterday, beating Bournemouth by 3-0. One of the most convincing performances of the season by Liverpool, obviously keeping a clean sheet as well. And Naby Keita coming in for his first start since United, was it? Away? I can't remember. It's been a while since he's played. Obviously, a lot of injuries to him recently and stuff, but he came in, he got a goal and he got an assist. He linked up with Salah very well. Obviously, Salah as well did get a goal and an assist in that game, but I think it's going to take more for Salah to get informs, and plus he's already in packs anyway as a team in the group stage card. So I think for Naby Keita as a central midfielder to come in, get a goal, get an assist away to Bournemouth, I think an inform would be deserved for him. And then sticking with the Premier League, it's going to be Marcus Rashford, next for Manchester United. Now, they were able to beat Manchester City 2-1 away in the derby yesterday. I was not expecting that. And of course, Martial could get an inform as well because he's been playing well recently. But I think it's got to go to Rashford because although Rashford's goal was just from the penalty spot, he's been so, consistent recently for Man United. He's been like their main driving force for goals and stuff. He had a fantastic performance against Spurs midweek as well in the Premier League. He did well against Manchester City. He was unlucky not to get more than one goal in the game as well. And I think based on just his all-round performance and his consistency recently, he deserves to have an inform. He really, really does. So that's why I've gone and chosen him for a potential inform in Team of the Week 13. Then moving along into the League On with Stade Rennais, I believe they're called, Niang. I think this was the guy that used to play for Watford and AC Milan. He was able to get 2 goals in a 2-0 home win. There's a Brazilian that also plays with a Brazilian who's like right winger. I can't remember what his name is, but he got 2 of the assists as well in that game. But I think for the fact that Niang scored both goals, I think he's just more likely to get the inform personally, and he'd look a pretty awesome card. The next one is going to be BENSEBAINI, I think they say it, from Borussia Mönchengladbach. They were able to beat Bayern Munich by 2-1 to keep themselves top of the Bundesliga. A fantastic result, including scoring a 94th minute winner penalty or something like that. Now, interestingly, he does actually have his first inform in Team of the Week 10, so because he's a left-back, it's fantastic that he's been able to go and get 2 goals, in a massive win against Bayern Munich, and obviously scoring a very late penalty as well to take them back top of the Bundesliga. But it is kind of a bit recent since his first inform, but I think for the fantastic performance that he did play, I hope EA just give him an inform. Obviously he wasn't in packs for Team of the Week 11 and Team of the Week 12 as an inform, but he was as his 81 inform in Team of the Week 10, so it is not that long ago, but I still think there's a fair shout for him to get in there, and I think he deserves it on his performance. There's absolutely no question about that. And the next player is going to be Jadon Sancho of Borussia Dortmund. Now, I could go with Marco Reus as well. He got 2 goals in that game, but yeah, Sancho did better. He got 2 goals himself and also got an assist. He does obviously play usually as a right midfielder, but he played this particular match as a left winger. It would be his first inform as well of FIFA 20, so we go from an 84 to an 86, and he looked really, really good actually. He'd be a really nice card to go for, certainly dribbling and pace-wise, so I think an inform is definitely likely for him. It's either going to be for him or Marco Reus. I think he's more likely, but at the end of the day, I think we're definitely going to see an inform from Borussia Dortmund. It's just going to either be him or Reus. I've gone with Sancho. Then moving in to the Eredivisie, going to go with Idrissi of AZ Alkmaar. They were able to win 3-0 away, I believe. He got 2 goals and 1 assist in that performance. He does have a 75 rated base card. He go up to an 81 rated inform. He'd actually have a decent card. It's just a shame that he doesn't really play in the best league, so there's nothing really too much more to say about him. The next one from La Liga is going to be Rafael Varane of Real Madrid. He was able to get himself a goal and a clean sheet. A very good goal, actually. It was not just like a header or anything. It was from a set piece or something. He just hit it really nicely with his left foot, and it went right past the Espanyol goalkeeper. So 2-1 win or 2-0 win, I believe it was, at home for them. They did finish the game as well with 10 men, Real, but they were able to win, and obviously getting a goal, the opening goal in that game, and also keeping a clean sheet, I think an inform would be very nice for him. And obviously we did see CALVERT-LEWIN get an inform after they beat Alaves last week 2-1 away. He got an inform for scoring 1 goal, and they didn't even keep a clean sheet, so I think because of that performance, it's likely that Varane, who was able to score himself and also keep a clean sheet, means that he's likely to get himself an inform, in my opinion. Then the first goalkeeper of the Team of the Week prediction is going to be MUSLERA of Galatasaray. He was able to make 5 saves and also keep a clean sheet in a 1-0 home win, and it would as well be his first inform of FIFA 20. The next card is going to be Nelson Oliveira of AEK Athens in the Greek League. He was able to get himself 3 goals in a 5-0 win. Wouldn't be a great card, but wouldn't be bad at the same time. Well, I mean, nation-wise, obviously very good. That have maybe okay physical and shooting, but apart from that, it's not really that good overall. I can't remember if this is the Oliveira that used to play in England for Swansea, maybe. I'm not exactly too sure, but yeah, he wouldn't be a great card, but I guess it's another inform because of the fact that he got a hat-trick that could be coming our way. The next player, guys, is going to be CYPRIEN of Nice. He was able to get 2 goals in a 4-1 home win or something. I can't remember exactly from 2-1. He does have a 77 rated base card. He would go up to an 81 rated. It would be his first inform of FIFA 20, and I actually think this would be a really, really good card. I mean, he'd have some awesome stats when they upgraded him. Just by increasing him by a few stats, he'd actually look really awesome. A lot of his stats would go into the low 80s and stuff, so he'd be a really good card to actually have. I wouldn't mind getting him myself, although he's only like 81 rated. If he was to get in there, he'd be an alright card to use. He'd be like a mini cheap Ruud Gullit, I'm guessing. I think he'd be pretty cool. The next player is going to be Luis Alberto, the former Liverpool player. One of few Liverpool players that's actually left Liverpool and has done really well. Obviously, the players like Suso, for example, that Liverpool have gone on to do well. Alberto is another example of that as well. They were able to beat Juventus 3-1 at home. Lazio doing very well this season. Obviously, Sergio Immobile has been fantastic for them, and has Luis Alberto. He's also been amazing for them so far this season. 2 assists in their game yesterday. Will be his second in form of FIFA 20, so we'll go from an 86 to an 87, and he'd be a great card to have as well. Really good stats, passing and dribbling wise in particular. He'd be a phenomenal Syriac. And the next guy is going to be Lucas Podolski, a bit of a throwback card. He was able to get himself a hat-trick in their 4-1 home win. David Villa also scored in that game. I thought David Villa had actually retired. I think he's maybe playing until like the Japanese season ends or something, and then he'll retire. But yeah, Lucas Podolski coming in with a hat-trick in that game. It'd be a great throwback card if he was to be able to get himself an inform. I have no doubt that he'll probably get an end of an era card as well at some point over the course of FIFA 20. But for the fact that he scored a hat-trick, he'd go from 75 to an 81. He'd be a nice card to have. His shooting stats are always insane every single FIFA, and I think it'd be a pretty cool card, like a throwback card to have in the upcoming Team of the Week. And the next player, guys, is going to be Joaquin of Real Betis. He scored a hat-trick in 17 minutes today for Real Betis. He's about 38 years of age as well, and he scored a hat-trick. Fair play to the man. He's just basically showing that there are actually, football players nowadays can actually play a lot older and still be very successful. Joaquin is a prime example of that, showing that you can still play well into your 30s and still be super effective. He's a legend for Real Betis. I think I've watched him a few times as well. I do quite like watching La Liga football, and he's a really, really good player still. But to get a hat-trick today in a 3-2 home win, I believe it was, yeah, fair play to him, and it would be a disgrace if he aren't to include him in this Team of the Week, in my opinion, because he 100% deserves to be in there. And then getting back into the Premier League, it's going to be Jamie Vardy. I think we could see him get actually his first inform of FIFA 20. He does have an 86 rated Player of the Month card, so this Player of the Month card went from an 82 to an 86, so the inform would only go from an 82 to an 84. He scored 2 goals in their 4-1 away win. James Maddison, I believe, also got 2 assists in that game, so I think we'll either see an inform for Maddison or Vardy. I'll go with Vardy because of the fact that he did score the 2 goals, and yeah, he looked pretty good, but obviously I've already got his Player of the Month card, so knowing my luck, I'll probably get him in FUT Champions Rewards, an 84 rated Vardy. I can just see it right now, but yeah, I think Vardy could be included in this upcoming Team of the Week. The next player, guys, is going to be Joronen of Brescia in the Serie A. Interesting game for them. They won 1-0 away today. I think they're in the relegation zone, so it was a big win for them today, and actually Mario Balotelli scored for them today, which is very interesting because obviously he's been involved in a lot of controversy recently surrounding like a lot of racism and stuff like that is being directed towards him. He's been having a tough time in Italy, but he came up with a big goal to help them win today, and Joronen was able to make 4 saves in that game. He had 18 shots from the opposition team coming towards him, and he made 4 saves, kept the clean sheet. Big away for Brescia. I think an inform would be deserved for him. And then getting into the penultimate player, it's going to be Ansaldi of Torino. I don't know if this guy used to play for Liverpool or Atletico Madrid. I'm not exactly too sure, but yeah, he had a pretty good game. He got a goal and an assist in their 2-1 home win to Fiorentina, I think it was. He go from a 78 to an 82. I'm pretty certain he used to play for Atletico Madrid and he used to be a left back, but nowadays he plays as a left midfielder. And he played left midfielder in this game, so his shooting wouldn't be great, but like defensive stat wise, he'd be pretty awesome. Passing and dribbling, he'd be okay as well. And then the final player to finish this off for this Team of the Week is going to be Andersson of Union Berlin. This is a team that is continuing to get better week on week now in the Bundesliga. Another good performance from them today by winning 2 goals to 0 at home, and he got the 2 goals in that game. So that, guys, is going to finish off all the Team of the Week 13 predictions. So yeah, some decent players in there. I mean, cards like DEPAY, Keita, Rashford, Vardy. There was a lot of good performances from the Premier League. Luis Alberto as well. But there's not like one insane inform that I think we're going to see this week. Obviously, Lionel Messi's got a hat-trick for Barcelona, but of course, he's going to be getting a Player of the Month card this upcoming Friday and is already in the Team of the Group stage as well. So it's a bit annoying and stuff. I thought maybe Suarez might get in there, but he only got a goal and an assist. I don't think that's enough to get him an inform. But it's going to be an okay Team of the Week with like lots of 84s, lots of 85s, and a few 86s and stuff. But no one. I don't think we'll see like a 90 rated card in this Team of the Week, which is a bit of a disappointment, but it is the way it is. And yeah, thanks guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.